Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Through Daybreak 2 part 57. In the previous video, we got attacked by initially a big dinosaur, and then we got attacked by the only thing even worse, aristocrats. But we beat them all up, and I don't know, we're supposed to be going to... Oh yeah, we're supposed to go to somewhere else. Yeah, we're supposed to go over here. Which, I don't really know how to get there. Because I can't tell if it's like... Oh, I see. That is a unexplored part. So I was like, that looks just like a dead end. So, alright, we're gonna do a little running. We're gonna do a little... You know, get the cardio in.
That enemy looks strong.
Nice. He's ain't no thing. Anyes. I don't think anything else happened. Like, yeah, this last thing was pretty much just talking to people at the lodge. So we're gonna try and pop over here, do something with our special key. It opened! Yep, that's what doors do, fairy. They must not had those over in Jaegerland, I guess. We have the right door then. This place is an old mine shaft by the look of it. It appears to have been abandoned for quite a few years. So what now? Should we go in? Ain't one of the stops on Harwood's tour. Quick check on her. Could even be worth our while. Yeah, sure. Just gonna stumble across the damn demon lord that got summoned and then sealed away. Nope.
Okay, that's far enough. Move, and I'll shoot.
It's okay. Only like two people have been killed by guns, maybe? In the history of the world? Hell of a way to greet someone.
Oh, it's just the Spriggan crew.
We worked ourselves up for nothing. How did you get in here anyway?
Elevator that we just walked out of. So it was you. We used the key you lost when you were sabotaging the royal airship. Peh, as if. I got the key right here in my pocket. I'm gonna be forced to eat poison for this. You dropped it? Way to go. We never use the thing, so it's slip my mind. Blame the old man for making me hold on to it. I see what happened. You got on and off that ship by hopping through shadows. Obviously, no one ever told you to ask permission to board. Man, this bites. I nab is the perfect hiding spot, and he gets ousted already? It's a nifty little perch, I'll give you that. A view like this gives you a good vantage point on everything going on around the myth. Plus, I bet it makes for a top-tier sniper nest. You can tell, huh? My glinting bullets can reach almost anywhere on the island from up here. It's a primo position for sniping troublemakers in a pinch. With the help of your ability to direct bullets at will, I imagine. Basically, if you guys ever go back on our agreement, all it takes is one little bang. Catch my drift? But like, you did shoot us with your gun in combat and it didn't do anything, remember? Relax, I'm not planning on that anytime soon. In fact, we're still in the middle of roaming around in your boss's harebrained scheme. Oh yeah, off to the next stop, right? Perimeter they set up's pretty intense. Good luck not getting killed out there. We don't plan on letting our guard down. Thanks for the advice and all, but I expect you to do one better and throw us an extra bone. Heck you on. I mean, yeah, we said we had our support, but be real. Why should we lift a finger for you? Would mentioning that we've been in touch with the guild change your mind? Naturally, we didn't tell him anything about the tour. But you never know who might spot us strolling in and out of these sealed off areas. And I sure would hate to see a little hidey hole here go to waste. Wow, now there's a decent threat. Doubles as a way to get back at the geezer too. I like it. You guys aren't so bad after all. Tell you what, here's a single-use number. Give it a ring and we'll do you a solid. Received note with his contact info. Are you sure about this? It feels a bit too convenient. Hey, pulling a power play like this old goat chin's death gas hanging over you takes backbone. Deserves some kudos. If you need someone dead, just say the word and I'll blow the brains out. Well, probably not. Arden's alumni, am I right? Are you really planning to lean on these cold-blooded killers? Think of it as our ace in the hole. What should we ask depends on what we come up against. Just be ready to answer the call, alright? You got it, Chief. We'll be waiting. What a pain. What about this doesn't sit right? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Imagine all the lead up, Kasim, world's strongest warrior, gets shot in the head by a 12-year-old and dies. I mean, there would be, you know, there could be a lesson in there. Are you certain this is the right course of action? Hey, wild card's a wild card, even if it's a one-time deal. Just stay alert. We want to end up on the other side of his sights. That is one risky gamble. I mean, not really. I mean, there's plenty of ways to do it in a way that doesn't involve anybody getting hurt. We could just call him up and have him just shoot a shot that doesn't hit anyone, and then Kasim and friends wouldn't know that. Do I have to go back up? Like, they don't know that he said he's only going to shoot the one time. Honestly, like, really, really BM to have a chest up here and then instantly teleport me down.
I smell treasure.
I don't know how this works. We haven't done this in forever. What? How do I? Yeah, okay.
That's a good lock. Now do me a snow sweat.
What's the other? What's the other door? There's never been another door before. There's never been multiple. I don't.
That's a good lock. Now don't.
Oh, okay.
I'll be more
I didn't
careful
realize
this
they
time.
still moved while you were doing that. What does this do? A trap? Oh, okay.
This
Oh.
is kid stuff. No sweat.
It's okay. Just zooming on along. Okay, that's not the end. Get trapped.
That's a good lock. Now do me a no sweat.
Don't mind us. Just zooming along. Just zooming
I
along.
made it. This thing's as good as unlocked.
Prominence. Advanced fire arts. I mean, does it have a bunch of free slots? It actually does. Still doesn't solve our problem entirely, but we could switch that. And then what would we do? We'd still be missing Chrono Drive, which we're already missing. And that would at least... Okay, it doesn't have La Forte. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, what do we need? We want Athelas, we want Aura Breath, and we want a dang old Ideal Force. Lying low is getting old anyway, so I don't mind shaking it up a bit. Can't wait to see what you call me in for. Must be big if you want to blackmail us into it. Well, Good thing it was you who showed up. Could have done without the extra work on our plate, though. You don't have to do anything. Hicks better feel sorry about losing that key. But you don't do anything, girl. He's the one who has to shoot. Probably just the air, but like, you know. It could be like a nice threat. Or Kasim would be like, nobody's ever been killed by a gun in Zamurian history, except for that one guy. You see that? You get it? Because that's funny. Because his name was Guy. Huh? Get it? get it? And well, you know, those was people in Cold Steel 1 that Crow and friends murdered. They got killed by guns, I guess.
Enemy sighted. Be careful.
Other than that, anybody else been killed by a gun? The jury's still out. The jury's still deliberating on it. Alright, I guess we're actually ready. Because they won't let me go to the ruined lab because they're haters. And still Shizuna chilling over there. I don't know how to get up there. Oh yeah, because that's what the village they wouldn't let us walk through. I'm going to assume they're still not going to let me walk through it. So I want to do first we head in. Hello, you're reaching the child murder hotline. Please hold. Hey, Kasim. It's the Spriggan.
An attack from the front. I'm not sure whether to call that bold or senseless.
Maybe we just don't respect you. I prefer the former if it's all the same to you. Got your men nice and spread out at the moment. And that leaves you wide open for an ambush. Is it an ambush?
You would side with them, Rosette?
What? I would, yes. Were able to disclose the details of our present circumstances, you would see there is no cause for conflict, but you're a dumbass. That's like when she's writing the corporate email, she just that's like you write that part and then you delete it before you hit send. I understand that company protocol will not allow for a peaceful resolution on this matter.
Correct. The moment you made a deal with the Oathbreaker, the chance of a ceasefire vanished. You may make your case after your capture.
Shit's so stupid. I'm sorry, but that won't work for us. We got the upper hand in numbers, if only just slightly. Prepare to get thrashed. Here we come, Kasim.
Fools.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. They just threw away any characterization he had. Like, the idea that he's literally, like, actually going to believe Van is siding with the Oathbreaker in any real capacity.
A sniper? They're using shock rounds! Damn! Where's it coming from?
We factored in all possible sniping points, so how?
Could it be? ...
I could do this shit in my sleep! Oh, you want me to give you some cover fire?
You don't gotta say it like that.
And against that elite squad from Marduk? Ooh, sounds fun. I'm in!
Great. The only condition is that you can't kill anyone. You're free to incapacitate them, but I want 0 casualties. We also want your sis to help us on the battlefield. Oh, and don't go shooting us. We clear, kid?
Hey man, the lore says one of those shots has gotta go wild.
That bossy old fart ordering me around kinda pissed me off, but I'll give him props. Asking for our help takes balls.
So like, if, you know, do you really need to pretend to aim?
So I'll give it to him, even if it's just this once!
Where are these shots coming from? Get back!
Huh? What the hell? That bastard nearly tore my frickin' head off! How'd he even know where to aim?
Is this guy for real?
One thing's for sure. Kasim can definitely handle himself.
Yes, we cannot afford to underestimate him, even when he's in a weakened state.
Is he in a weekend? Oh, we're already making excuses?
Don't move!
That boy must be the glinting bullet I've heard about. We were under the assumption that he and the girl from Longport were working with Harwood. I can hardly believe it. You really did form an alliance with them.
Kasim?
Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that. Wish we could sit down and explain our circumstances, but...
No need. We know everything we need
But you
to know,
don't know anything.
except for their threat level, which we were unable to determine at the eroded cave. That said, I will be more than happy to hear you out once you're within our custody. Men, assume formation Delta.
Yes, sir!
Damn. Guess we've still got a fight on our hands.
This squad is on the same level as an elite Jaeger unit, but I know we can defeat them.
We can do this, everyone!
Why did I agree to help? This fight looks like it'll be a serious pain.
I mean, the one thing I'll give them is at least, like, he was kind of like, oh, maybe you actually are on his side as soon as we did get some illicit help. Which basically seems to imply that he didn't think we had earlier, so why was he going to fight us?
Fine, I guess I can pulverize one or two of them. I should have just said my alarm clock didn't go off.
Oh, yeah. The alarm clock excuse is the oldest trick in the book. You know, we've got a similar vibe going.
Not the time, Nadia. Focus!
Beginning enemy suppression.
Okay.
Over here! Over you!
Get flicked. Alright, Katra, what... Are you Tom? Or you... Yeah, I think you're time-based. It's okay, you'll be able to complete the damn mission. Okay, you're casting super slow.
Pressure him and move in!
I'm a little worried you're just gonna miss.
Keep it up, it's working!
Okay, these guys have no
Stop
HP.
right there. Initializing drive.
I was hoping they're not gonna... Okay, looks like they're not moving out of the AoE at least. That's good.
Activating drive.
Kasim might. He's doing his thing. He's touching his chest. You know how Kasim do.
Stop right there! Initializing drive.
Kasim, you don't move, buddy. You stand still.
Now! Be gone!
Ooh, ouch.
One steel coming right up. I'll support you.
There!
Gotcha!
Eat this!
Judith!
Here goes!
Alright, well you are bewitched, so...
Go, Katra!
I mean, in theory we should leave you alive, but...
Forget it. You'll be sorry.
I'll cut you out.
A chance!
Ooh, you have a 0 art. You can cast this, which is something.
On yes!
I can't continue.
There!
Gotcha!
Hey, Kasim, I know you're a tactical genius and all, but why are we trying to fight the guy who's not doing anything? Like, he should really, like, have an immunity to aggro effects or something.
Now, be gone!
Like, I'm supposed to believe this man's intelligent?
They're more persistent than expected.
Our chance!
You are bewitched, which... don't really know what to do with that information.
Initializing drive.
Blossom for me. Holy bloom! Then!
Chance! Your turn, Judith!
Can you cast in time? Nope, you cannot. Alright, well.
There! Pepper, your turn!
Stop right there! That's far enough!
That's so embarrassing for
Initializing
you.
drive. Judith!
It's go time!
I don't think it's gonna break him.
Pepper, your turn!
They're stunned!
Oh, it did.
Chance!
And now you will be killed by Anya's, and you will not be killed by Anya's. It'd be pretty funny if you were, though. That'd be a laugh. Actually, what we can do is get you close. And then you... Oh, he's not stunned? What the? What? I don't understand how stun works, man. It's different every time.
Move it!
Do they just like have a percentage chance to break out every turn? I don't know. Because I got unbelievably baited. And I'm kind of pissed. Because he was supposed to still be stunned.
Get it!
Okay, well, he didn't do anything, so...
Hand of Satanael!
Our chance!
Got that dog in him.
Gotcha!
Alright, get them!
Oh, you're lucky. Because, I mean, if you gotten killed by a catch or physical attack, that would have been so embarrassing for you.
They put up a fair fight.
Blood didn't do anything. Sure, whatever. Ah! We got him. Don't act. Only Van took a tiny amount of damage. You serious? After that fighting, the best we could do is power up his weapon and hold him in place? I mean, hey, it works. He's out of action, at least for now. But, like, he didn't do anything. Well played. Is that what you were planning from the start? Pretty much. No head-to-head encounter with you would be so... But he didn't do anything. He just auto-attacked. Would prefer to beat your ass fair and square. We had to compromise. A wise decision. However, I don't think I'll accept defeat so readily. Reinforcements almost assuredly on their way. You can expect an ambush by the time you finish investigating the ruins. I wouldn't be so sure about that. In fact, we're actually buying time for our other plan at this very moment. We're not so foolish to think we could take the entirety of a unit head-on. Ugh. Am I, Kasim, a dumbass? I shouldn't have let Marduk GPT make all my decisions for me! Wait, other plan? It's the first time hearing of this. Sir, other units have pinpointed the sniper's nest. They're attacking his position as we speak. Very well, you may join the others. I'll be right behind you. Hey, SOS help, they got me pinned down up here. Bruh, that spiky-haired bastard set me up and I'm gonna kill his ass. You tricked us. We do not appreciate being played. Nah, you played yourself. Bro was shooting all those flashy bullets like a madman who's bound to get some unwanted attention. Better run along, kiddo. It's gonna be Swiss cheese for long. Screw you, old man. We're still gonna get you for this. think I like that girl. I'm gonna kidnap her and make her my siesta sister. I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Shut up. Might be hard to pin her down, but she can disappear at the drop of a hat. Are we cool now? Absolutely not. I still hate you. I'm not very smart. Fortunately for you, yes. It's clear those two are closer to the Oathbreaker than you are. We'll be prioritizing their capture. Well, it's a load off our backs. Shit's so stupid. Now we can investigate the area at our leisure. Take this. A key card. Could be for that building we came across. We found it this morning in the prefabricated hut on the western side of the restricted area. Be on your guard. I get the sense there's a malevolent force at work there. In fact, I believe it may be dwelling within this place as well. You might think that would be a higher priority to me than getting into a meaningless fight, but no. I wonder what that malevolent force could be. That's Galbalon, we already said that, Fairy. Good question. Thanks for the heads up. Not sure what we're supposed to be looking out for, but we'll be on our toes regardless.
Wait, Kasim! I just wanted to say that after fighting you, I think I finally get it.
I finally get what Dad meant when he said that you're not very smart. And you never amount to anything.
I understand the path that you've chosen.
And why you got kicked out of the village.
But do you comprehend its challenges? When I come face to face with my opponent, even if they are my own flesh and blood, I never back down. A warrior's resolve cannot be shaken. The fires within must never waver. There are many winding roads that a warrior can take. Some, unfortunately, go astray on paths that are paved with falsehoods.
Like you just did when you were being a dumbass?
Think well on this and come to your own conclusions. Remember, Farida, only you can determine how to wield your flame.
Fairy, I hope you wield your flame better than he does. What was that all about?
It's nothing. I'm all good. Don't worry. Let's just get back to work. We've still got some ruins to search, don't we?
Yeah, need to get that done before our other group sniffs us out. Hey, what the hell, my time? I've been staring at this pot for hours. The pattern is so complicated. Right, there's not much to see here. I'm not surprised. We didn't find anything when we checked this place yesterday either. Still, Kasim did say there's a malevolent force on the prowl. I'm not saying anything myself, then again, cult stuff isn't really my forte. A cult? That's a weird word. You're silly, Aaron. Anyway, I do feel something, even if it's kind of faint. One thing's for sure, it definitely wasn't here yesterday. It feels dark and murky, and I don't know where it's coming from, why it feels that way, though. Yeah, there's a nice, like, biblically accurate angel. Well, getting your senses are sharper than mine, I'm not getting any weird vibes at all. The sign was constructed by prehistoric civilizations and stands as a vestige of animism. You can find these in several other places as well. Scholars are of their opinion that their origins and customs differ by country and region. Whatever the case, there's got to be some reason these things are here. I bet 10,000 Mira, the Oathbreaker, put us up on this whole charade so we could figure out why. Except he probably knows everything there is to know about him. He is the rightful owner, after all. Yeah, I'm sure he's inspected all these ruins himself after he bought the island. If he wanted us to conduct a legitimate investigation, he would have said so when he gave us the request. Instead, he's got us prancing around his dumbass island on his dumbass tour with a few dumbass fights. Fight for our lives breaks in between. I'd give anything to know what he's really after. You'll find out in 8 games, maybe. You alright, Catcher? Is something on your mind? Not really. Let's get moving. We wasted enough time here as it is. And this is the final checkpoint, right? Only one place left to go, and that's the abandoned building in the west part of the restricted area. We weren't able to get in earlier. But I think we have a bit more luck now that we got this key card. This key card. Don't forget Kasim warned us about that place. You need to be extra careful going in. Well, we beat the strongest warrior in all of Zemuria, so it should be a cakewalk after, right? Right, let's make sure we have everything we need before we go. And also, we gotta... The game did just admit that Kasim's a fraud, even if it may not realize it did. Because they've been kind of softly saying Shizuna and Kasim are relatively equal, yet when you fight Shizuna, it's a quote-unquote extremely challenging fight, and she has double his HP. So, I feel like they're saying Kasim's a joke, and like they're aware he's a joke. A strange pattern is described here. Looks like a holdover in the time of the Animus. Now, and Kasim did go down a whole lot quicker. Now, that was because we were handicapped against Shizuna, because after about 50k damage, we had to literally just use auto attacks because of the mana economy. And there's no exclamation point over there, but I will go try and check out the village. Let's go ahead and do that first while I'm thinking about it. I think it's, yeah, over there. And then we'll head over to, can I teleport? Okay, I can. Actually, I think we could have teleported earlier. I was hitting the wrong button. What does square normally do? That's what I'm hitting.
Give me your worst.
Oh, it sets for combat. I'm just surprised it makes like a no-go noise even when you're just... I guess because we're technically in a combat area. Because I'm like, I don't feel like I remember it doing that like when we're just running around the city, but... You wrecked Catra?
We gotta hurry.
Oh, come on. But there's chests, man. No, do not take me there. Take me to... Can I teleport to Shizuna? Is this where you are? No? I know you're on like a... Okay, you're past the ruin lab. You got anything new to say? Now that evening has come, the curtain should fall upon this mayhem before long. I shall be here to bear witness to whatever outcome it may bring. I'm sensing an afterworldly presence from the newer looking building over there. You know, like those who dare enter and never come back alive sort of vibe. What is this, a low budget horror flick? Besides, I do have an ancient exorcism technique up my sleeve, but with something as muddled as this, you're better off leaving it to the experts. And we just so happen to have one or two of them right here on the island. Yeah, but they don't do anything. They're bigger frauds than you are.
Whew, that hits the... But...
I didn't actually mean to attack this man. I wanted to talk, but that was Van's doing, not me. I don't harbor any ill will. Been hearing the sounds of battle for some time now. Situation must have grown dire indeed. Exercise caution out there, Archive Solutions.
Hello there!
Hello there! Damn, I love that guy. I love when they say that. Is this shit any good? Not really. Well, it does give a Thelos, but it only gives 2 free slots. But I need something that gives one of the 4 spells I need and 3 free slots. Or 2 of the spells I need and 2 free slots. But it can't be done. I don't really care about your defense. Ban. Don't really care about your shit either. Well, we can go ahead and do that because Earth is free. Nobody's ever been like, oh no, I don't have enough Earth Sapith. That's not a problem anyone's ever had in the history of the entire series.
Thank you.
Well...
Prince Sharid, whatever your name is. What are you and the associate professor up to? Ah, we were accompanying Esmeralda. She went about adjusting the street lights around the villa. I asked her to raise their standard monster repelling outputs all the way up to the maximum level. Why would they ever not be on the maximum level? Having completed that, our next order of business is keeping a lookout on around the beach. I was almost attacked several times on the way. It's a good thing these two are strong enough to protect me. Now that I'm finished, the chances of the villa getting targeted by monsters should be slim to none. I mean, if the lights failed in the first place, they could fail again. Great job, Essie. Don't hold back with the praise, Catcher. Nars and I will continue to guard the surrounding areas. Those at the villa will be safe in our hands, so go on to attend to whatever villainy you must do, since I hate you now. Liable as ever, we'll just hustle ahead then. Our staff is working simply to make the airworthy again. Once they're successful, I have to pivot to repairing the villa's ships as well. With any luck, that'll thwart the Oathbreakers' attempts to keep us grounded on this island. Circumstances lead me to believe that you've made some sort of discovery. A shame that we are unable to press you for the details. Nevertheless, we continue to place our faith in you to do what is accepted or expected of us. It's strange. These monster repelling street lamps are state of the art and it hasn't been long since they've last been inspected. Maybe the monsters are driven our way by something so threatening and overrode the repellent? We've raised the Orbment's lights output to maximum, so the villa should be perfectly safe now. Thank Hades you're okay. I've been holding my breath ever since I started hearing gunfire and all-out combat. I passed out 8 times. You've been making your way around the island, right? Anything new to report? Nothing definitive, sad to say. But that just means the next place we're headed is bound to be a bullseye. I hope so. You know, the reason I came along on this trip was to chase a lead on a private investigator known as E.H. He's part of the upper echelons of society and for years has had his fingers in several pods in Messeldam and Longport. I found out a few years back he used to be part of the funds he accumulated to acquire and operate this island. Yeah, did he now? Nice sleuth, and you come a long way from running on nothing but pure instinct. Is this when we hit him with the yeah we already knew? Aw shucks, I wouldn't have made it this far if it weren't for all the help I've gotten from others, that and a few pinches of luck. Besides, I still don't have any idea why the person pulling the strings here purchased the place to begin with. I mean, if you can buy an island, why not buy an island? It's almost like its goal is to cause a commotion on Nynth specifically. That doesn't really make much sense, huh? Guess that's a dead end. Some reporter I am, huh? Don't worry though, what a lack of experience I'll make up for in raw, unfiltered effort. We appreciate that, but don't go driving yourself into the ground. Take your time digging into things. Little way it's worth it to see what your journalistic perspective can bring to the table. Thanks, I'll try and let you guys down. Stay safe out there. Gonna keep lending a hand to the people at the villa and documenting things as they unfold. Journalist needs to assess each situation with a clear head. Oh. Damn true, partner. Three of us are on lookout duty today. All this time we spent scamming the waters for potential catches have made us pretty eagle-eyed after all. We figured this would be a good way to put our skills to use. We also heard that you and some of the other guests have been dealing with something a ways off from the villa. Sounds like it's pretty rough going. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Oh, and here, maybe that's time to cast a few. I don't need more fishing bait. Unless you give me dumplings. I'll accept dumplings. Alright, all is forgiven. You're the goated NPC. You know, a few videos ago when I said I didn't know who my favorite NPC was in the Daybreak games? It's Shannon. 100%. She's the best. Do I know anything about her? No. Other than the dumplings? Which is all I need to know. You're just hoping they'll scope out all the fishing for you. Guilty as charged. Yeah, we don't really do as much fishing since you have to like scan for it. And I kind of like forget the scanning is a thing until I accidentally sometimes click the trigger and then it does the scan and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a mechanic. It's pretty disturbing to hear gunfire and battle cries off in the distance. Maybe I'll just pretend I didn't notice anything though. I don't want to make Makino and Shannon nervous. Turns out they got braces on the guest list, not to mention Crown Prince Shreed and Princess Zeta. It's got me kind of nervous actually. Myth Island really is a vacation spot for the rich and famous. And also us. I'm gonna make our lookout duty double as a competition to see who has the best eyesight. I mean, she is looking, man. She is looking. Sure, they may have beat me when it comes to fishing. My peepers are nothing to sneeze at. Anything weird starts closing in on the villa, I'll be the first one to spot it. Peeking. Peeking. I'm in the process of putting together a list of people who placed reservations with us for tomorrow onward. It's still unclear when communications will be restored, of course, to say nothing of when the next regular liner will arrive from the mainland. But as an employee of Villa Blah Blah, I can't afford to let this turn of events paralyze me. We need to direct our efforts towards resolving this crisis swiftly while preserving the superior level of service our guests expect from us. I'm helping my dad at the restaurant by going around and taking everyone's dinner orders. Besides, you can pick between the one with fish that's easy on the stomach or the one with meat that'll fill you up. Hopefully eating my dad's food will make me and her parents feel better. They've been through a lot today. When are we getting our meals? Ah, welcome back everyone. Princess Zeta, this is where you were. Yes, my brother and Notch went outside to defend against monster attacks. Meanwhile, the crew of the has been hard at work repairing the ship. That being the case, I decided to do my part and assist the people of the villa. It's a bit unbecoming of me to trouble a princess with managerial duties. But Her Highness sorted out this mess more calmly than I ever could. She even put staff assignments in an emergency manual. Damn royalist apologia, man. When are we gonna have a royal member in a Trails game that's actually just completely and totally fucking useless? I mean, I guess it was Cedric. So never mind. Maybe they did have the one. But all this like, ooh, the royals, they're so unbelievably competent and so good and so cool. They're totally not leeches on society. They definitely should keep having all our money and respect because of the circumstances of their birth. Is Mr. Tolston also helping out? And what if I am? Mr. Tolston here has some familiarity with Orbital Technologies, the Verne Company's former chief executive. So he's lending us his expertise in stabilizing the island's communications. The worst case scenario is if the situation remains as is with all communication offline and no liners coming to port. To account for that, I've readied some alternative solutions, such as opening up our facilities on the... Mr. Tolston wouldn't know all that much about such a technical subject. Maybe his ex-CEO pride drove him to flex his non-existent know-how. Just one of you two whispering about over there. I carried the Verne Company on my back and brought its inventions into the world for years. Did you make any of the cars? Well, no. Did you offer any, like, design feedback or specifications for the engineers or anything? It's only natural that I would have basic knowledge on the majority of orbital machines. Like I know how to make an orbital coffee. That's very heartening to hear. Something tells me Her Highness is just throwing him a bone. I'll give you a best try. Getting a stable comms lineup will definitely go a long way. I am the former CEO of the Verne Company, Calvard's leader in orbital technology. This stabilizing our communication should be a piece of cake for someone of my credentials. As long as I can trouble Esme for a few pointers. I mean, brother, it's fine if you don't know how to make the lights work. That's not really your job. But, like, don't pretend. Now, is it a bonus if the CEO actually knows how the stuff they sell works, yeah, I would consider that a pretty major bonus, but obviously that's, you know, a fantasy nowadays. Please let me know if there's any way I can assist. Well, there is one thing. You could write us a check for just 20,000 mirror to buy EP charges. Her Highness has informed us about the current issues with the airships and communication lines. Our staff is stretched to its limits, so although we prefer not to burden our guests, their help is greatly appreciated. Together we intend to do everything possible to restore this hotel's standard operations as a place of repose. Okay.
What can I get for you? If you need anything else, I'll be right here.
Okay, what time are we at? We'll talk to a few more people. I've been hearing gunfire ring out across the island, even from all this distance away. Between that, the monster attacks, and this radio blackout, things on the island are going to Gehenna in a handbasket. Seeing as my family's safety is at stake, I'd like to offer what little assistance I can as a Republican ambassador. Ah, that's what you do. Yeah, you're an ambassador. That's what I thought. Technically, your title is secretary, though, so, you know, who knows? Secretary could be... I mean, in terms of, like, official titles, a secretary could be literally anything. They could be a secretary, or they could be like, hey, I'd run the country. You never know. Not to mention it'll help distract me from my wounds. Okay, we'll get everybody inside, and then we'll, call it. There are a lot of you guys over here. We're currently in the mise en place stage of our dinner service. As for the others, they seem to have moved on from shoring up our defenses against monsters. Some of the guests are even lending a hand with emergency preparations. I plan to do my own part as head chef by manning the kitchen. I mean, the only person cooking something ain't you. Hope is that a delicious meal will set everyone's minds at ease. Like, I mean, this is the guy who's cooking. Yep. Just frying up some meat. Got some dino chicken nuggets from the dino that got killed. Still got a little sand on them, but that'll buff out. Even after subtracting what we used for first aid today, there should be enough medical supplies to last us. We won't have to worry about emergency rations for the time being either. Working hard, I see. Helping with inventory? Yeah, I've nothing but time on my hands, so I decided to leave the staff in some of their tasks. We're double checking that our stock is sufficient in the event that we'll be stranded here tomorrow. It'd be best if we could get the ships and communications back in working order again. Does my heart at ease to know we're a bit prepared for the worst. Daddy's working hard too. Well, I mean, he's kind of sitting, but I see what you mean. I'm sorry you guys got dragged into this, but it's nice to see that things are in good hands here. You better get a move on too. Everyone's safety depends on it. I can tell that things are starting to wear on you all. Just know that your efforts are slowly rekindling some hope for the rest of us here at the villa. I'll be rooting for you, but don't strain yourselves. Remember to rest up before you go.
Alrighty.
Glad you're lending a hand, sweetie, but it's alright to rest if you're tired. I'm okay. I won't tell Daddy how much I helped today. That way he'll feel better, faster, right? Oh, of course it will. Why don't we both do a little more together then? You baited me. Alright, and last but least... looking boxes out of storage is a tougher job than I thought. We inspect supplies on a regular basis, but there are some things that haven't been used since the villa opened. I think it'd be a good idea to double check our hygiene products and emergency rations. Kinda makes it looks bad having the guests help out, but definitely made a big difference. I don't even want to consider the possibility of being trapped here, but staying proactive is the best way to put everyone at ease. Oh no, I'm trapped on a luxury island. Oh my god, no, it's so horrible. My vacation's been extended. I mean, as long as it's not dinosaurs on the beach, like, everybody should just go back to vibing, man. It'd be silly not to. Like, come on, we could go paragliding right now, right this very second. Alright, we'll finish up our last little bit of talking, and then I guess just head over there? I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Since we can't get these chests, they elude me. Maybe from this direction? We'll see. I'm XQZ87, stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.